So when we talk about a foreclosure mortgage, we're talking about when a lender is not receiving their payments and now they're prepared to get serious about maybe trying to take the property away. So maybe they've sent you a letter, we're going to foreclose, we're going to go power sale if you don't bring us the money by a certain length of time, certain amount of time. Trust companies and banks don't do mortgages on properties that are under power sale or under foreclosure normally, and probably, absolutely, they probably don't do it. There may be exceptions, but as a rule, they do not do it. We're required really to go to private. Private will do such a thing. Sometimes what we'll do is we'll use some money privately, put the property back in good standing where we can go to a trust company, and they then provide financing. When you're in a situation where you're having trouble with your payments, when should you kind of look at maybe figuring out a solution? If you know that these payments that you have, maybe you have credit cards, visas, you have your mortgage payments, and all the bills are coming, and you know that I am underwater and I'm not going to be able to catch up, that's a time when you want to start looking at a solution where maybe it may become a foreclosure or a power sale. So early on in the process is still a good time to look at it. If they've already decided you're 2 or 3 months behind, and they've sent papers from the lawyer, and they being the lender, the existing lender, sends from their solicitor a notice to foreclose or a notice to go power sale. Definitely that's a time when we can step in and help out. And again, it could be even maybe that's already happened and the property is maybe even on the market and the lender's trying to sell it. It's still not too late. If you have equity in the property, it's still possible that we could do some type of a private financing deal that will stop a foreclosure or stop a power sale and help you keep the house. Now, there's more than one thing that we can do to help out if a property is looking like it's going to be under foreclosure, or if it is under foreclosure. One could be we could do some type of a bridge. For instance, if you have a first mortgage with a bank that's in arrears, we could provide maybe a second mortgage that's going to pay up all the arrears and maybe pay realty taxes and things like that are outstanding. With that option, usually we need to check with the bank first to say if we do pay up the arrears, will you allow them to continue with their first mortgage? That's kind of part of that option of a process. The second option is that, and especially if a bank says no, they've gone too far, we will not allow them to continue. Well, then the second option would be that we just put a total new first mortgage on it and pay out the existing financing. Everything's in good standing, and then you move on. And then hopefully down the road we refinance that, once you get better with your payments and once you get back on track. Again, you definitely have to have equity in the property for either of these options to happen. If you're in a property where the mortgage value is pretty close to the value of the house, there will not be a private lender that will want to step in and refinance that or figure out a solution. This type of financing is really sophisticated. It's more sophisticated. There's a very small percentage of private lenders that will get involved when a property is under power sale or foreclosure. So one, they're a very sophisticated lender. Two, they need to be a lender that is very knowledgeable about the process, about the power sale and the foreclosure process. And so you need a combination of that, and they're not intimidated by that. I'd probably say offhand, 95% of lenders, if I would go to a lender that just does conventional and talk to them about a situation, 95% of them are going to say, you know what, I don't know enough about it. I just want to lend money and I don't want any problems. So it's a small, sophisticated group that's prepared to do it. And even when it comes to mortgage brokers, you want to find a mortgage broker that has lenders and is even the broker himself is knowledgeable about power sale or foreclosure. If you need more information, give me a call or send me an email. Take care.